Tim Donner from Liberty Nation, and delighted to have you. You've written a piece about a major breakthrough, or potentially major breakthrough, that could lead to a global energy revolution, and it involves China. Tell us about that.
Well, it's about an energy source that's very abundantly available on Earth, which is frozen methane. It's like natural gas, but it's on the bottom of the sea, on the seafloor, or in the Arctic regions in the permafrost, where methane is frozen. The problem is that it's so remote and it's so difficult to make any use of that no one's been able to use it, even if it's even more abundant than all fossil fuels combined. However, now China has recently announced that they have found a way to extract this methane from the frozen ice. And they are calling it a major technological breakthrough. And there are other people, experts in the field, who have looked at the result and say, yeah, they're onto something. This could actually turn out to work. There's still a long way to go, but in 5 to 10 years, this could possibly be a commercially available technology, in which case we will see a massive increase in available energy, not just for China, but for Russia, for Europe, and for America. It's widely available across the world.
Now, the gas that's available from this new source is actually, as I understand it, can produce 10 times more gas than shale. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
So this could have huge ramifications for the United States, which is trying to establish energy independence. If this turns
Yes.
out to be true, this together with the fracking revolution would mean that we could truly be energy independent, which means we could then not be so dependent and therefore not so involved in the Middle East. Yes?
Yes, that is the really huge implication here. Because at the moment, America has gone a very, very large way towards energy independence with the shales and tar sand up in Canada. But with this, if this became available, the Middle East would essentially become unnecessary as part of global energy supplies, which would completely and radically change how we deal with that region.
So the battle over energy would then shift from the Middle East to Asia, would it not?
Well, there it's difficult to say exactly where the new battle will shift because if this technology becomes as good as it may look like, all countries could become more or less energy independent because they have it in South America, they have it in North America, they have it in Europe, they have it in Russia, they have it in China. But we're seeing now that China is scrambling towards a major land grab, or should I say ocean floor grab in the South China Sea. They've been very aggressive in recent years, intimidating neighbor countries and basically annexing the whole sea up until the Philippines and until Thailand and Vietnam. And they've been able to do that. And now we see part of the reason for doing that partially has been military strategy, but they want to grab the resources on the ocean floor so that China can become energy independent too. So at the moment, we see this major conflict in the region, which could escalate further in the future due to these resources. But in the long term, these methane hydrates, if they become financially viable, will increase the stability in the world. So I don't think it's a long-term problem with China. An intermediate problem while they are doing a land grab or a sea grab in the South China Sea.
Thank you, Onar. I know you're going to stay on top of this story on libertynation.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.